Hi guys, I'm making my specialty Christmas cards and I thought I'd share that with you. There may be someone that you'd like to make a special card for this Christmas, and I thought I'm making mine, so I'll share it. Now, the music that you hear in the background, no, it's not mine. I wish it was. It's Kenny G, and it's amazing. I play it every Christmas. Now let me show you the finished product. This is it. This is the finished Christmas card. And as written on one of the berries, open. You open the paper, which the person you're gifting it to would open it. And there's the fish in the sardine can, and there's the little tab, and you pull it out to reveal your message that's folded inside. Now, the message can be whatever you like, and it tucks right inside of the sardine can. And it's a great recycling card that you can make for any season. Birthdays, anniversary gifts, whatever. It's up to you. Now look, whatever message you'd like to put, it's up to you. In mine it says, just swimming by to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And my husband and I have signed it, and my favorite scripture is in it. Now let me tell you how to make it and what you'll need to make this special Christmas card. This year, I didn't make all of my cards. Some years I make all of my Christmas cards. This year, the old bird just couldn't do it. So, there are some people that won't let me go without making them a handmade card, like my sister and others. So this is what I made this year, and this is what you'll need to make it. And I hope you can see it. I'm not very good at positioning the camera, but I hope you can see it well enough. I'm at my husband's desk, so here we go. You'll need some sardine cans that have been washed and cleaned and don't have any smell, because, you know, the fish have a fragrance. And what I do is I put them in the dishwasher after I have put just a drop of bleach and a little dishwashing liquid and rinsed them out. That will take care of all the smell. You won't have any problems. And then I put them in the dishwasher and wash them along with dishes. And discard the top. You don't need the top. You need just the can. Now, while we're on the sardine can, these are real cans that I have saved. And maybe one day I'll share the recipe for a wonderful dip that you can make from sardines. But I've saved these. But there are companies that sell sardine cans if you need more than you can save through the year. So you'll need a sardine can or sardine cans. And this makes a great card for teachers as well, if you have children or grandchildren. You'll need a ruler. You'll need just plain school glue. I use Elmer's, but any school glue. Now, I use packing tape simply because I want it to secure to the can. But probably Scotch tape would work just as well if you have that during the holiday season for wrapping your gifts. You'll need a black Sharpie. I use pink. You'll need a pink or a red. It's up to you. Sharpie. You'll need an ink pen. And I'm just using a plain, one of my plain company ink pens. You'll need a sharp, small pair of scissors that can cut paper. I use Crayola crayon. And you'll need any type of holiday sticker. Now, I didn't have any stickers, and this is a project that I'm making from things that I already have, but you'll need some holiday stickers for as many of the greeting cards that you're going to create. And so what I did was, these are stickers that invite you to my vlog on my new website, and my logo is sunshine, is this beautiful sun. So what I did was just cut the part of the sun that's without the writing, and I'll show you where you need your sticker. But those stickers that you get from the Dollar Tree that have thousands in there would be fine. Just a little holiday sticker. Even the free ones that come in the mail with those address labels would work. So you'll need some of those, as many as the cards that you're going to create. Plain copy paper. You'll need that. Also, I don't know what I did with it, but you'll need a sheet of card stock. And let me tell you what you're going to do with it. Let me move the paper and put it over here on the printer. Here it is. I set the card stock. You'll need a sheet of card stock. I'll just lean that up there. And the reason that I'm here at my husband's computer is because you're going to need a computer. You're going to need your printer. And I just went to Google, and I Googled in images of cartoon fish, and printed out a sheet of those. Those will be printed. This is mine. This is my actual sheet that I printed. That's what you're going to need the card stock for, your fish. And you can have any type of fish that you want, any color fish that you want. It's up to you. Then also in Google Images, I just Googled no, I didn't. I went to Word, and I went to Clip Art, and I let me see, what did I put in there? Santa hat. That's what I put in Clip Art in Word. And I came up with these two hats that I liked, because I'm going to have two fish in my can, because it's for my husband and I. The card is coming from my husband and I. If it's only you, you can have one fish. If it's from you and your husband or your family, if it's 4 of you, you can have 4 fish. It's up to you. And the fish, the fish and the hat, the Santa hats, I had 2 different hats, are what is printed out on your card stock. Now, as I said, I'm using materials that I already had. So my card stock is gray. You can see it next to the printer paper. My card stock is gray, but you can use white, and if you use white, your Santa hats will be brighter in color, as well as if you use colorful fish, they will come out better when you print those out. So try to have white, or if it doesn't matter to you, you don't have to. That's what's printed on the card stock. Now, on one sheet of your copy paper, just plain copy paper, I traced the can. Now let me show you how I trace the can. Don't sit the can down like that. Turn the can over and trace this smooth edge. I just took the pen, sat the can down, and traced around the can. And that gives you your top. So that's what you do with one sheet of your copy paper, or as many sheets as you're going to do cans. The first thing you have to do is cut out your pieces. Oh, I'm forgetting something. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, next, you're going to print out your message. Now, I went to simply in Word, I typed out my message. My message is simple: just swimming by to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And I rotated my paper so I would get it all the way across the long part of the paper, the 11-inch area. And then I printed it out, and it's best to use white. The white works great, just plain white copy paper. Then that's when you're gonna need your ruler. Now let me show you. My message is just my signature love, Robert and Linda, and my favorite scripture, John 3:17. I use that everywhere. If you'd like to use a scripture, you can use those scriptures in Luke, talking about the birth of Christ. That would be amazing. Whatever you like. If you'd like to keep it simple and just say Merry Christmas, or you can say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. It's up to you. This is where you need the ruler. I drew straight lines so my message would be kind of straight. But now the width depends on who you're sending it to. For this person, I just wanted our signature and my scripture. This person is a family member that we keep in touch, only at Christmas. So I made it wide so my little letter can go over here. And I'm going to tell him my husband's hanging in there. He's doing great. We're on the kidney list. Keep praying. We're okay. And then I'm going to sign it, Love, Robert and Linda, and my scripture. So this one is wider. But you see, it's going in the sardine can like this. So as long as it can fit in the can, it will work. Now, let's get started. It's easy peasy. Assembly is easy. Oh, you're gonna need a tab, something to open your sardine can with. Now, I've done it several ways. I have, I'm a senior citizen. There used to be keys you rolled to open the sardines. And I have used straws. I'm going to illustrate with this. I've taken a straw and glued it across here, or tape it, and started rolling it. So they will know, roll it, or they'll just pick up the straw and it will automatically start opening. So you can use that. It's up to you. I use this holly because this one is a Christmas card. So I kind of wanted to keep it in the theme of the holidays. So I use holly and berries. And I don't know if you can see, written across here it says open. And I just simply colored it with crayon. That's what you're going to do with another sheet of your copy paper. Now here it is. There's my holly. And I just freehanded the berries. And I don't know if you can see, but this one, you see in there, it says open. And you don't have to stay in the line because you're going to cut these out. Now look, If you say, Linda, I can't freehand the holly, just let me know and I'll send you a pattern. I'll sketch a pattern and I'll shoot it to you. Just let me know. But I just freehanded it and no rhyme or reason, just made some holly. I used green and I used red of my crayon. So that's what I did with the crayon. Colored this in. This is it cut out. Now let me hold this up. I hope you can see it. That's it cut out. You're going to have to cut one of those per can. Like I said, I'm doing it for my husband and I, so I need 2 fish, 2 hats, and I have 2 different Santa hats for my card. I need one of my message that I've cut out. Now this is the top to the can. You see, you can fit 4 on one sheet. And I just cut this out. And let the old bird get her glasses because we don't want this to be something that's totally unrecognizable. There it is. And I just used the ink pen to sketch that. To trace that. If you use the Sharpie, you'll have to trace one and wipe the can because the ink will stay wet on the metal can. But if you use the ink pen, the ink dries instantly and you won't have any problem. Take it from me. Yep, I've done it years ago. Because like I said, you can use this as a birthday card, as an anniversary card, whatever you want to use it for. There it is. Just cut as closely to the line as you can. It doesn't have to be expert. There's the top. Now here's my fish where I glued the cap. Can you see? Let me see. I don't know, that may be too bright, but let's see. That's the fish with the little cap. Now that one is representing my husband. Now let me show you what I did with mine. Here's the second fish. And they just happen to come out different shades. It happened to come out when it printed with this blue line. It's okay. Let me move this. Let me show you. That's what you need, the black Sharpie. And this is the, I think this is the ultra fine. Yes, this is the ultra fine black Sharpie. Now this is what I did with it. I drew this, the holly, and then I drew eyelashes, I'm sorry. And you just draw the lines around the eye, which I am hoping you can see it, but you'll get the idea. That's why I needed like a cartoon fish. If you like a more realistic fish, it's up to you. There's the eye. I just traced around it and put eyelashes. With the pink or the red Sharpie, I put on me my fish lipstick. know, it's the holidays. We got to stay spruced up if we can. And I made us smiling. Now that's up to you. There's mine. Now here's my Santa hat for me. Same thing. You don't have to be extremely accurate. Just get as close as you can. That's why I was saying you need some small, sharp scissors that can cut paper. Just cut around your Santa hat. Now, if you and the kids are making this, or if you and your grandkids are making this, you'll have more hands, and you can make your, when you print your fish, look at how large. You can put one fish, one big fish, and you can use those scissors that are for children with the rounded edges, and they can cut out that one big fish. And see, if you use your printer, it will already have the face, it will already have the eyes, and print it out on the cardstock. The light is giving me a little glare. I can't see. Isn't that music beautiful? There it is. There's my little Santa hat. This is where your glue comes in. I just put a dollop of glue. Come on. There it is. Just a little of that glue. And I glue the hat onto her, on the girl fish. And you can move it around, whatever you like, wherever you want it to be. I guarantee you, when they get it, they're going to say, "Isn't that cute?" And you're going to have so much fun making them. Now, they're the two fish. This is the opener for the can. This is the message. This is the top. Now, you need one more thing, but you already have it. Let me show it to you. You already have it. When you use your ruler and you draw your lines to cut out your message, in between here, each message, you'll create another area. You see? You're going to cut that out. Now, if I had to estimate how long that needs to be, let me see. I would say approximately inch and a half. Let me measure. And you'll have the accurate measurement that I'm using tonight. That's an inch right there. Inch and a quarter. Now it's up to you. Not brain surgery, not perfect science. As a matter of fact, I'm making it a little bit longer. You see there? If you have small children, make it long enough for them to use it. You need that little strip. You're going to take that little strip, you're going to fold it in half, just like that. You see? Just fold it in half. Crease it really well. I'm using my nail. Then you're going to come up, take the end, bring the end even with about the center of that area. Now, this is again, doesn't have to be accurate. When I open it up, you'll see what we're doing. Let me fold this one, each end. Now let me show you. Tripod. Let me open it up. You see? You're making a little handle. That's all. That's all. You folded that strip in half, and then you brought up the tail, just to make a little handle. Now let me show you what you're going to do with all of this. These are your pieces. You're going to take your can. Make sure it's seated on... First, you're going to take your message. Take your fish. Now I put me back here. You're going to want your fish where you can see the hats, if at all possible. There we go. So I like that position. Take your glue, and I'm going to raise the tail now that I see where I want it. And I'm going to put a goodly amount because I want it to stay down. And I'm going to fold the tail and press this fish down. I'm going to turn it around, and we're going to get the stomach area just right there. We're going to put some glue right there. Press it down. Glue that down. Now that's at the beginning of your message. So you'll have your fish, and then you'll start reading the message. Take the second one. Now if you only have one, or you made a large fish, you're going to glue it down in the center. Have it in the center of your message paper. Now, where did I have this one? This one, I had it about right there. Looks good to me. I'm going to put a little glue. Little glue. I enjoy this more than you can ever imagine, y'all. Right there. Now look, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. There we go. And it doesn't take long for it to stick. Now, it's going to take a few minutes for it to dry. That's my two fish on my message. Then, we've got to fold it up to fit in the can. Take your ruler and measure. Now, I want my fish where they won't touch the can when they lift to come up with it. So mine need to be approximately right there, which is, the whole thing is about 3.5 inches. Put my finger there. It's approximately 3.5 inches from here to here. And I'm going to take it and fold this back. You see? This is the fish. This is my message. And I'm going to fold behind the fish. And then it's just like those paper fans. You're going to come up in the back. Make sure it's even. And you're going to fold back toward the tail. Then you're going to come with that piece. You're going to fold back toward the face. That's the way it's going to look. And you take that last little tail piece, even it out with that in the back, and crease it down. Mine is just a hair off. There it is. But it's okay. And then crease it down. Use the pen if you have to, because you want it to lay flat in the can. Take the can, sit it in the can, And then just kind of test it a little, make certain. Yep, that's good. Now what I do is, now you're going to take the glue and put a generous amount and spread it all over that area. Don't get it on your words now. Just on this little piece. And then you're going to reposition it back in your can. And press down. Hold it for a few seconds so it can start to adhere. Now we're going to sit that aside and let that start drying. And we're going to bring the top. Let me show you. Yeah, you can see the can. You see? The top will just be just slightly larger than the top of the can, and that's what you want. Here's the top. This is your holly. Now let me show you. We're going to take the end of the holly and we're going to kind of crease it a little, just like that. Just wrap it around your hand, or you can use your Sharpie, roll it around, and then bring the tip up, just like that. I just use my finger, roll it around, bring the tip up. Now let me show you why. Because this is the way you're going to glue it down. So it will be sticking up for them to use as a handle to open their sardine can. Now that you have that, we're going to put a little bit of glue on the tip. This part that has the fold. There it is. We're going to put glue. And then we're going to put glue on this end. Bring it all the way down to the tip end of that holly leaf. And then you're going to glue it down. Make sure you got this one. And you're going to glue it down. Now look. Hold it for a few seconds. Let me explain. It's okay if this is not exactly in the center, if it is not exactly even, it's okay. It's an amazing handmade greeting card, and it's gonna be fine. There it is, and let me turn it up. You see, it creates the handle so they can stick their finger under them and open the card. This has to dry. So now we're going to sit this aside and let that dry. We're back to our can. Remember this little handle that we created? It glues down. Now, mine is a little bit too wide. I put it on the hat, the part that's white. I'm going to have to cut it in half. It's a little bit too wide for my little hat. So I'm cutting it in half. I'll put this one over here for the next card. The white part of the Santa hat, this part right here, that's where I'm going to glue the wings. Let me glue it down and you'll understand. I'm going to put a dot of glue, and it's going to work so well. Put it down right on that white part. Now, this one, I'm putting it on the white part of the top fish, on the top of her hat. This one, I put it on the white part of the message. So it doesn't matter as long as it can be used. Now, I'm going to let it dry a second. And I may trim that little part hanging off the hat. You see it in there? They're going to take this, and that's what they're going to use to open out the message. Now, it's got to dry. So where I'm going on, you let it sit a few minutes, work on the next one, and let this one dry. Now, I'm going to open this one. Let me press this down so it can be drying. And I'll show you what we do with the stickers. And those stickers, you can get them from the Dollar Tree that have a lot of holiday stickers. Just because there's nothing here, I wanted something to close out. For me, my logo is an amazing, happy sunshine. So my card will end with a little sunshine. I'm going to stick that right on the edge of that area. You see? And that's where you'll put your sticker. You're just going to put it on this area so that when they open out the message, they'll still have a little smile or a little holiday sticker or a Santa hat or a reindeer, whatever you want to, whatever type of sticker that you want to put there, just so that won't be just a white piece of paper. And you see, that's where I signed it, and that's where I put the scripture, and that's my entire message. Now, if you're making these for a birthday gift, anniversary gift, you do the same identical thing. Print your message out and go with it. You just won't use the Santa hats on your fish. Okay, now let's finish this off. Now, because this, I'm always advertising my business, I'm going to put one of my stickers, because I'm out of stickers that say, please support Handmade. I'm going to put my blog sticker right on the back. Now, that's because this is my business. This should be dry. Yes, this is dry. So that's the length of time it takes for this to dry and adhere. We're going to make sure that your can is facing you in the right direction, and we're going to put the top on. And as I stated, the top is just a split hair difference in the actual size of your can. It's just a little larger. This is where I use this tape. I'm pretty certain Scotch tape would work just fine, but I just use this because I know it's a little bit more sturdy. And I tear off a piece, take this off, and I try to just center it and put just a little, just like that, on there. Now, if you're making this, I've made this for a person that loved glitz and glam, a diva type lady. I made her a birthday card. And I put a fish, and I put a birthday cake, still printed out from the computer in clip art. And right here, I put a big flat rhinestone that looked like a diamond. And right here, I put this same little white tab that's on the fish hat. So you just grab the tab, and then it said open on one side and me on the other, open me. And you grab the tab and open it up. So once you make these, you'll be able to customize it for your purposes. Now put the lid on the can, and then come down the can with the tape around under the bottom and stick it down. Really, really rub it down. Mine is a little off, but you get the idea. Rub it down, rub it down, rub it down. Rub that down. Now, if you're making this with the kids or the grandkids, you can do that part. And that's it. It's complete. Now, if you're going to mail this, you need to put this in a little box to mail it. And it will be fine. It will ship just fine. And you won't have any problems with it at all. And that's it. Open. That's the way that they are going to open it. And they're going to pull the tab. And they have that special holiday wish. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to have to redo the tape on that one. But there's that one. And that's the one that I started with. I have 5 of these to make. So I have 3 more to go. And I hope you enjoyed seeing how to make it. And look, if you make them, take a little snapshot and shoot it to me and let me see what you made. It would really make the old bird's day. I'm Linda with Gotta Be Handmade. So if it's gotta be handmade, I gotta see it. So please send me a little snapshot of yours. Now before I end, let me share with you my hat. It is amazing. Do you see it, y'all? I was waiting for December. Do you see that luxurious velvet? It is so soft. It is so luxurious. And look, I left just a little sneak peek for my next video. Let me take one. For you to see it. You know what that is? Just a sneak peek. It's reversible. It's reversible. I just had to have it. Now, if you're like me and you love the holidays and you love your Santa hats and you want a super special Santa hat that's reversible, you're getting 2 in 1, contact Ho Ho Hats. Ho Ho Hats. That's where I got mine. And if you are a man, contact Ho Ho Hats. The reversible side, she has fabric. They're all handmade. The staff spends the whole year creating hats so they will have them and they will have time to do the specialty hats when you have a custom order. Mine was a custom order, so this time of year they're busy with the custom orders, and I chose the fabric for the inside of mine, and you can do the same for yours, or you can look at the line they have on their website, on Twitter, on Instagram, Ho Ho Hats, and you'll love it. Now in my next video, I'll wear the reversible side. That's a little sneak peek. Again, thank you for joining the old bird, because you know, for the best, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Gotta Be Handmade. It's just gotta be handmade. Send me a picture